Okay, I'm going to try to process this M81 data on PixInsight and just kind of chill for the next hour or so. This data was given to me by Robert, who would like me to try and process this. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to go through my usual workflow, maybe more basic depending on how difficult it is. I think it's going to be pretty easy besides the background extraction, which seems to be a bit affected by light and clouds. So we'll see. Let's go for it. So let's see here. We have 3 channels, R, G, and B. Let's go with the B first. I'll do a DBE on it. So I'm just going to try and see. Actually, first I have to probably crop, because on the top here we have some bad lines. I think it's only on the top, but let's see. Dynamic crop, very simple to use. You just crop it like this and try to center it. I guess this is standard, and apply this to the other 2 first and apply it to this one too. Okay, first step down, 1,000 more to go. Let's see here. Let's resize all of these. Are they aligned? I hope they're aligned. Let's see. It seems like they are... yeah, they're aligned. Okay, perfect. Alright, so next will be the DBE. I'm kind of tempted to use GrAxpert instead, but let's go with DBE. Why not? We have plenty of time here. So I'll do a quick maybe 2 intolerance with... that's too many points. I'll do 5 per row. Just because it's pretty even. I mean, there's not much going on besides the galaxy. No, let's see. I'm just going to go through them quickly, just to make sure that there is no stars, or like here, for example, I have to either remove that or move it away, maybe over here somewhere. And the next one will be here, which is, it seems to be out of the galaxy, but maybe I'll put it a bit more on the exterior side. And then let's see. Let's go with... yeah, everything is pretty easy so far. There's not much going on in the background here. The goal of this picture was not to get any IFN or anything, so it's just mostly the galaxy itself. That's why it's super empty in the background. But normally there would be like a bunch of gases everywhere. So I'm gonna save this settings here and apply it on this image and see what happens. And see if subtraction works well. Let's give it a stretch. I'm gonna find a way to see your comments. I'm going to... let me try to go on YouTube on my phone. Okay, I can see it. Just have to mute myself. Okay, so let's go and... well, I mean, I think it's did a good job. I think we can see some gases here, which is nice. The background is not amazing. It's still not even, but I think this is going to be fine. We'll take care of this later on. Let's try to apply it here as well. Let's go with the same thing really quick, and apply the same settings and apply right away. Okay, restretch. Perfect. I'm just going to rename this G. This one was blue, so I'm going to name it B. And Astro Hunter, yeah, we're doing monochrome. This is data I got from a friend who is asking me to process this data, and it looks really good. It's just he told me there will be some issues because half of the night were like there was a lot of clouds during the night, I think, and maybe some trees too, I think I saw in the email. So I'm just going to try my best and see what we can get out of this, and hopefully the clouds, because maybe these are, you know, the blurriness around here is likely from the clouds. So, but yeah, the data overall, like the galaxy itself, looks pretty good. So I'm just going to try to process this and see what we can get. I'm afraid once we combine it, it's going to look a bit weird, but we'll see. So last DBE, okay, same settings as the other ones, and apply. And let's stretch again. But yeah, we're thinking of just making a quick live stream, because why not? You know, I'm just processing anyway, so I might as well try to help out with some tips and all that, and see what we can get. I think it's going to be exciting. So we have 3 channels here. I probably should do. I can close that. Close that. Probably should do blur now before combining. Let's do. You know what? Let's combine first this time. Let's combine first. Let's do LRGB combination, because I want to see if blur and noise will work just as good after combining into one color image. So let's see. So it'll be RGB for this, and okay. So we should now have one color image. I'm going to minimize the other 3. RGB. And we'll stretch using STF, making sure it's not linked. Okay, so I think it was not aligned, so the data was not aligned. So I first have to align the data. So for this I have to do quick star alignment. View is fine, I'll just pick the R channel, doesn't matter. And here I'll just add GNB. Okay. And output directory. Can I have none? Or do I have to have an output directory? I guess I can have none, so it's fine. I'm guessing it's just going to open now. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Would you recommend doing a color extraction when using a color camera? What do you mean by color extraction? Do you mean like the process color calibration, or do you mean to actually like remove the colors using the extractor here? Yeah, RGB. Oh, it depends. I usually don't bother doing that. I guess for nebula it's kind of useful, but if it's just a regular like galaxy image, I never bother removing the RGB channels. I think the only times I bother doing that is if I like want to add HA later and I have to use the R channel to kind of combine the HA with that. But besides that, if it's just a regular image, I don't do it. Nowadays I try to do as much as I can to keep it simple, because I used to go crazy about like tiny things, and in the end like it's almost the same anyway. So we now have 3 channels that are normally aligned, so I can destroy the GNB from before. Yes and yes. And by the way, tell me guys if there is any like glitch or any like lag in this, because I'm doing this as a test, because we're preparing for something better soon when it comes to live streams. So I really want, like, the whole point of this is to also check for any lag or anything, so hopefully it's fine. B, okay, and name it this one G. So now we can recombine them. and it should be aligned properly. So once again, RGB, I don't know why I closed it. Why did I close it? Okay, and just reapply that. Let's stretch, and normally it should be fine now. Okay, so now as you can see, the stars are not like red, green, and all that, so it's like properly aligned. So I can see in his data that the guiding was not really good. He has some trailing, but blur exterminator is going to help us with that a bit. So I'm going to open that up, and let's do a quick preview somewhere. So as you can see, on the gradients here are still happening. There's some red here, some issues here, but we'll fix that later and see what happens. I'll go with the flow for now. So let's try to get a small preview like this, and to apply blur exterminator, I always reduce the sharpen non-stellar to around like 0.5, and sharpen stars, let's keep it at 2.5 for now and see what happens. But usually I also lower that as much as I can, because I'm always afraid to do too much, so you can always reapply this later anyway. So you have to make sure you don't apply something too strong. And same for the noise. Oh, $10 off, yeah. Star exterminator, blur exterminator, and noise exterminator is just like, you really have to get those no matter what. It's a life changer for it. It really is. Wait, if it's on sale, it's perfect. Let's see here. Okay, this is a huge difference. So this is going to help us with the shape of our stars. So the guiding was not really good for his night. But see, like for example, here's this trailing here. If we apply this, it looks almost completely round, which is great. So I think it's good. I might actually increase the sharpen non-stellar so we can have more details in the galaxy, because I didn't see much of a difference here this time. But if not, it's fine, we'll do it later again. Let's see. Takes a while to load. Alright, before and after. Come on. Okay, this is after, before, after, before. Okay, not much difference in the details, but no big deal. I'm sure we can bring out a bunch of them later. And I always leave the default values anyway. Well, when it comes to like the checkboxes here, I never really bothered changing these. Maybe I should. I don't know. I think in the past you really had to play with those more. I think now it's doing a much better job at the default values. Hey guys, welcome to the chat. Just doing a very chill live stream here. Kind of unplanned. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but since I'm processing data, why not? Okay, so this is done. We have some more details and the stars are a bit rounder. And now we'll do noise exterminator. So this one I always for sure bring it down to 0.5. Or also, you know, around there. Because if you don't, it's going to look sometimes too much. So not blurry, but too smooth, I would say. So let's try here. I'll do a quick, a smaller preview actually, because I don't want this to load forever. Let's do a preview here. Question, oh wait, are you guys going to get the Jupiter occultation tomorrow morning? Good question. I really doubt it, because like right now it's on the verge of raining over here, so the weather is terrible, but no, that wasn't the plan sadly, because the weather is just terrible right now. I wonder what time that is, like what, 4 AM I guess? 4:30 AM, I think, Jupiter, right? That could be, I mean, maybe we could put maybe I'll put Dahlia's alarm to like 4 AM and I keep sleeping. Okay, noise, I'll do a bit more than that, let's do 68. And then I saw another question, do you crop in the beginning or the end? Oh, 7:30 AM. I think here is like 5 something or 4 something. Yeah, 7:30 is not too bright for you? I guess you can see in Jupiter, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's doable. Okay, this is a bit much. I'll do 6. To answer your question, Astro Hunter, I always crop at the beginning because if you have some like weird lines in your edges or like black lines and all that, if you apply in a background extraction like DBE or ABE or whatever, it might see that as space, and if it does, then it's going to mess up your background kind of. So you always have to at least remove those edges, those bad edges, before, like at the very beginning. And then cropping a second time at the end is fine too. Like I might crop again at the end, either to get rid of the gradients very easily, or I don't really want to crop anymore on this picture, but we'll see. Alright, next, what can I do now? Let me delete the preview here. Let me think. So let's just convert this and stretch this permanently. Let's go with the... Let's go with just histogram. I don't want to... I think, I mean, the data is not difficult. It's obviously not bad, and I think just a histogram stretch will be good. I don't want to just... what have I done? I don't want to just import those settings here. I'll just do a manual stretch, but I think the histogram, even though it's just very basic, will do a great job here. So I'm going to check this checkbox, this check mark here, so we can see our histogram on top as well. And as you can see, we can see the histogram. And I don't really want to clip any data, so I like to maybe bring this to here a bit. Not too high for the first one. Any IFN? No, because this data was, I think, only 2 hours for each, RG and B, so it's very simple, like basic data. It's nothing crazy, and there was a bunch of clouds apparently in the sky. This is data from somebody I know, so it's not my data, I'm just processing for him. But he told me there was a bunch of clouds, and it's only 2 hours each, so I don't expect any IFN in this one. Okay, let's stretch a bit more. Don't want to clip too much, but I don't really care about clipping a bit. And I might use how do you call it, oxen stretch as well very soon, just to bring out more the vibrant colors from the galaxy. And here, as you can see, it's a bit greenish, so this will take care of later, but also what you can do is go into the RG and B tab, and you can play with that, like its actual color. I tried to kind of line them up on top here, like I want to make them kind of equal. So for example, the R is too much to the left, so I'll bring it a little bit more. And the blue is missing a bit, so maybe a bit more. Okay. And I think this is not too bad. It's a bit dark still, but let's see. I go back to the main tab, and let's use Oxen Stretch this time. And Oxen Stretch will help us get more vibrant colors to stretch. So maybe if I do just not much, because if you do too much, it's going to look crazy. Oh, this data would have been so good if there was some HA in it. It would be great. We can kind of see the HA, but it's not like there's no HA channel to combine, sadly, but it would be good. Okay, the black point, I'll keep it low like this for now. Let's see. Okay. Next, what will I do now? Let's close this real quick. I'm going to take care of the green, so SCNR, apply this really quick, the easiest process of all. And I guess next should be Star Exterminator, although I don't think it's useful here in this case. Like, do I bother removing the stars or not? Do I have to bother with that in this case? I mean, there's no IFN. Actually, I'll do that because I want to get rid of the gradients in the background. So let's remove the stars anyway, just so it's done. It might take a bit of a while. Let's see if I can switch the camera here, live, like this. Bam. Okay, so it's removing the stars now, so we have 7%, 13%, 17%, so it's not too slow, luckily, but still slow. In the meantime, I might try to use GragExpert for the back. Nah, I'll just stay in PixInsight. 50%. Okay, it's pretty fast. Yeah, so we're planning to do more, well, an interesting new live stream event, which you will see soon. But it's going to be very interesting, I hope. So if this kind of live stream test works out, then in 2 weeks you will see a cool live stream, a kind of unique live stream, hopefully. So this is done. We can now remove, well, we can now just put the stars away. I'm going to rename it stars, okay, and minimize that. We now have our starless image of M81, which is beautiful. Well, actually, pretty much all starless images look great. So, but yeah, this is a beautiful image. I'm not sure why there is this over here, but see, I should have cropped that. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Okay, we have a galaxy over here on top, and we have I think a galaxy here too, maybe. All right, so now let's try to bring out a bunch of details and colors. So for this, I've had issues with Grags, made my editing difficult towards the end of some reason. Sometimes if Grags gives me some issues, I just keep it for the very end, if I still have issues at the end, and it works fine. Like even on the JPEG image, like one time I did on the JPEG, it was fine. Okay, so delete that. I'm gonna delete a bunch of stuff so it's clear. And the next thing we'll do is local histogram equalization. And I might I might use a mask here from Game. I don't know if you guys know the Game mask. It's free, by the way. And it's actually a very, very good mask for galaxies, especially here in this case when it's like a oval shape or just round. Do you have an NVIDIA card? No, sadly I don't. I'm on a Mac, so I never had the chance to do the NVIDIA thingy to make it much faster. Try to watch here and another live stream. Difficult, like 4 face. How many live streams do you have to watch? Game is awesome, yeah. It's gonna make our life much easier. So I almost never use it though because I don't love galaxies overall. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? So if I do this, it should work out. Okay, I think maybe a bit smaller than that. Okay, it should be fine. Let's try it. Was this galaxy imaged under bottle 8, 9? I think it's from bottle 6. I'm not sure. I have to ask my friend. I think it's bottle 6. Okay, so we have the mask here. I'm going to apply this real quick over here, and you can use Command K or I think Control K on Windows to quickly switch in between on and off. Well, the visual at least. And it might be a bit too small as you can see, but we'll see. So it's white inside, so it's affecting the galaxy, which is perfect. I'll do a preview and I'll apply this local histogram equalization. Well, I'll just do a live preview actually. So this, I don't actually need to use this because now Blur Exterminator will take care of details, but it does help sometimes to also do this. I like it, I just don't like how strong it is, so I'm gonna reduce that to 280 maybe? Yeah, 280 sounds good. Oh, you're in Denver, huh? Bro, 6 in Denver? In Denver? Interesting. How far from the city are you? So I will apply this, which looks good. Tarek, from bottle 8-9 you can capture several good ones. I know we've done, without any filters from home, like Las Vegas, so bottle 9, we've done M94, so the Cat's Eye Galaxy. It's a really good one for bottle 9. And also, I think M81 might be a good one, maybe not. Maybe a Sombrero, which is very, very bright. What else? Maybe Sunflower? I don't use any filter if I do Galaxy from home. You're about 20 minutes north of Denver and you have bottle 6-7, interesting. Yeah, I've tried the L Pro, but honestly I'm not a fan. I mean, I love Optolong, I love their narrowband filters, well, duoband filters, but I don't love any type of light pollution broadband filter. I prefer to just shoot without any filter. I feel like it's easier, because the colors are much easier to process. Okay, I will remove the masks now, and then I think we can use Blur Exterminator now. I don't know why I removed the mask. I'm gonna put it back. I should just leave it there, it's fine. Let's try without the mask, because I mean it's AI, so it should know what the galaxy is. And I will remove, I will reduce the sharpen stars to 0 because there's no more stars. And let's try with the craziest amount of sharpen non-stellar. Oh, you have 7, but yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've tried, oh, see, nice. I mean, it's a bit too much though, 90 is too much. I tried the L Pro on N94, I think, or something like that, or a cluster, I think, and I didn't like it, because it was all like yellow and, I don't know, I didn't like it. So since then, I've just done without any filters. I mean, to me it makes sense to not use any filter, because if you take short enough exposures, then you get all the data, you know, nothing is, like a galaxy is, in there is some light that will be blocked by the filter. So in my opinion, if you want the entire details and all that, I think you're blocking some with a filter. So if you do have the processing skills, you can get better results without the filter, I think. Okay, I think 0.70, well, 70% of detail here might work out for this object. Let's try again. I mean, let's try with the before and after. It's crazy how blurry it looks before you apply that. I just hope it's not too much. That's all I'm hoping. And because I'm scared, I'm going to reduce to 65. And now I'm going to apply it. Do you use the L-Extreme? Actually, a cluster is, maybe it's easier, but yeah, you can try. I've tried both, and I think the cluster was a pain, actually, from home. Like, I found the Galaxy to be easier from home, but maybe that was just, I don't know. Maybe, I guess it depends on the object. Do you use the L-Extreme? No, I don't. Oh, yeah, no. Now what we have is the L-Ultimate, which we use for nebulae from home. We never had the Extreme. Okay, this is somewhat good. A bit too crisp if you ask me, but do you think it's too crisp? I'm afraid it is. Yeah, it's too crisp. I'm going to make it less crisp. So I'm going to instead do 55%. Yeah, the colors are a pain with any filter. But yeah, the duoband filters for the duoband filters for nebula is fine, usually. Yeah, I mean the ultimate is fine, but if you already have the extreme, I don't know if it's worth the upgrade. It's still too crisp. I hate it. I'm gonna bring down to 36%. I hate when it's too crisp because you can tell like it's all like this plugin, like it looks fake at some point. I mean, it's not fake because this AI was trained on Astro data, so it's not technically fake, unlike, you know, Topaz and all that. But if it looks too crisp to me, it's not. I don't know. I hate it. Like it just jumps to your eyes. Like, okay, now I think it's better. Okay, let's go with the colors now. And you know what? I might just keep it simple and use... No, I don't want to keep it simple. Let's do color saturation and target different colors here, because there is several colors in this galaxy, so we'll do some blues and orange and all that. So let's go with the red colors. And actually, let me first reapply the mask in this case. Okay, so the background stays dark. Okay, and maybe blue. Do we have any blue in there? Come on. I love when there is some blue in my spiral arms. I guess we don't have any blues here. So I'm just playing with the curves here for the colors. I pretty much use everything but green. And you can always, you know, enhance the colors later on in like Lightroom or whatever. That's too much. I wish we had some blue. If I go nuts, what happens? No, even if I go crazy, there is no blue. See, if I click and hold here, it's all like in the red orange area, and I think this is because this was shot from a light polluted place. If it was shot from the desert, if this was shot from the a place with no city, with no light pollution, I think it would be much more. We'll have much more colors to play with, including blue. So let's just try and apply this. The ultimate, yeah, the halos are very, very hard to notice. One that I love now is, which is actually my main filter now for duoband, is the Ascore duoband 6nm magic color, I think it's called. Yeah, and those ones have so far no halo at all, so I'm using that for now. And ultimate, yeah, for if you have a fast scope, I guess it would be worth the upgrade. So I'm trying to keep up with the chat here at the same time. I had some good result with extreme again. Yeah. Let's try. Let me try to play with curves. Somehow bring some blues in. I mean, I know if I do this, it's gonna be easy to do it, but I don't want it to look fake either. So let's just do a quick test here. Oh no, I'm crashing, guys. My PixInsight is going to crash. Hopefully we don't crash. So what you let me give you a tip if you guys want to like bring out colors that are lost with light pollution. Like for example here, if you're like, oh no, this galaxy has blues and stuff normally, and you can't find any blue in your color because it's all red, what you technically could do, I don't love doing this, but sometimes you have to, what you could do is go to the curves, make a mask, and play with either the hue or the B component, or the A component. But the B component, if you bring it a bit down, it might make it a bit bluer. So see, if I go down crazy, the whole thing is blue. So do this only if you're sure that your galaxy has blues in it normally, and it's just because light pollution was in the way that you don't have any blues. But not easy, because in this case it's going to be very obvious. I mean, I think once we put the stars, it's going to be fine, but I'll bring it down just a little bit. just a tiny bit. Okay. Hopefully, I mean this is this is like nothing, but okay. And I would apply that. You can also try to play with the B curve, but it's the same thing. It's pretty much the same as the B component. But yeah, it's a bit tricky for sure. Hey Garnet, nice to see you. I'm about to crash on my PixInsight here. Hopefully it's fine. And I think we're almost done. I kind of want to fix this. Because our only issue here is on the left, an easy way I could fix this is to invert the mask, go to color saturation, and look at the red, because if you go here it's red/magenta, and lower the red and the magenta. And normally if I do this, it's going to disappear. Because the rest is technically fine. I mean, the rest has it's all smooth and all that, so there's no problem. So see, before, after, before, after. And our galaxy loses some red, which is good because I think we have too much red in it. Yeah, we have 3 nanometer filters. But depending on where you image from, and which telescope you use, you might want to get like 6, 7. There is a debate going on as to which one is best, but we got 3 because we were from Vegas, so I mean the pollution is crazy. Yeah. So we're pretty much almost done. I will open up the curves one last time and just try to play with saturation overall. And first I will invert my mask. Do I still have a mask? I don't. Okay, my mask is gone already. So if I do this, I can bring back some colors in the galaxy, make it a bit vibrant. And something I want to try also before I forget is HDR, multi-scale transform. So as you can see, our core is very, very bright, but honestly I don't think it's going to be worth the trouble because of we don't have much data, and also and the core is bright, but I don't think we'll see anything underneath there. We'll see. Let's do a quick preview, and on this I can apply HDR multi-scale transform. I'm gonna check both of these, which usually gives the best results. And okay, not bad. Okay, I'm trying to see the chat at the same time here. Looking great, and thank you. And I only tried the Galaxy once for one filter. Yeah. Yeah, LED is a pain. I don't think I've ever had an issue with that, but LED light sounds like it's a hell to remove. Okay, is this better or this? Or this? Before, after, or 6? I think 6 is better because it reduces the brightness just a bit and it gives us a better detail around it. I think 5 is a bit too much. Although 5 is very tempting too. 5, 6. I think I'll go with 6, guys. Yeah, do less HDR. Yeah, I mean 6 is fine. Not 5, I think 5 is too much. Let's do 5. 5 is too much for sure. I think 6 is fine. At least for my preview here, it looks fine. Redo. Okay, let's try 6 and see what happens. If we unzoom completely and apply 6, let's see the difference at first glance. Come on, don't crash. Ooh, that's too much. Is it? Let's do 7. Yeah, I mean HDR multi-scale transform is usually best used when you, like for example for Ryan and all that, when you have several different types of exposure time. In this case we don't, but it's also useful for when your core is very bright. So, okay. And lastly, I will try a script and do dark structure enhance, because there is some dark gases within the spiral arms. Let's go with okay, like this, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, PixInsight is not easy for sure. It has some great details. It's really cool. I plan satellites for a living. That's super cool. And this seems much more difficult than my real job. Wow, you have a really cool job. Wow. You plan satellites? Interesting. I feel I will never learn it. Trust me, I used to do the same thing. And you learn very fast, actually. The more you practice, the more you learn. So I think the script gave us a nice result here. I'm still not pleased with the details, a bit not very crisp. So I'll do one final blur exterminator, and then we'll add the stars and finish it off. Let's see if blur will give us a good result. Sharpen 38%. I take the pictures from the sky and then take them from the ground as my hobby. You take pics from the sky using satellites, or? Interesting. Yeah, your job sounds like it's very fun. And you're in Denver, huh? I'm intrigued. Very much intrigued. What kind of degree did you need for that? A bit much. Let's reduce that to 24. It's a video game. I love video games. Okay, let's see if 24% is less hardcore. Geographic information systems. Wow. 59. Hello, 59. I think you're from my hometown. I am from the north as well. Work for Maxor. Interesting. Can you hire me? I would love doing stuff like that. Sounds so fun. Okay. It's almost no difference, so I'll just do 29%, and then we'll just apply it right now. Glad you are doing this. I just got a trial version of PixInsight. Yeah, dig into it. Make sure you use PI as much as you can while you have the trial version, because it's so good. Just do your best to not give up. That's all. If you don't give up, you will love it for life. Messier update. Yeah, so Messier's cemetery thing, so the grave. There is one issue. Last time, I think last month, I received a picture from someone and there was no flower. So I was like, why is there no flower? Because we pay someone, we pay a company to make sure that there is flowers at all time. And the picture in the background was like, why is there no flowers? So I messaged the company and they told me it might have been the wind or something like that that pushed the flower away, but usually there's always flowers there, and they actually just went back there. So they went back, I think last week was for the new flowers to go in, so they went last week and put new flowers there. So everything is fine so far. The plaque is still there, and I receive pictures from people like every couple of months or so. It's always nice to see, but yeah, I was surprised to see there was no flower last month, but everything is back to normal. So we probably should do a video about an update like that at some point soon. Tarek, tell me if the live is getting lags, because I'm actually very concerned if it is, because we're planning something bigger in a couple weeks that's live, and this is actually a test. That's why I'm doing live right now, because as a test, because I want to know if it's lagging or not. So is it lagging or not? Because I'm actually very scared. I hope it's not. Astro Hunter, Garnet and all that, do you have lag or not? Because Tarek says he does. Okay, I think we are going to add the stars now. I'm going to open up Pixel Math. I actually have it saved over here. So starless, I'm going to remove the previews. Starless times stars, which should work out just fine. And yeah, apply. A little lag here and there. Okay, rare lags. Thank you for letting me know. Maybe it's PixInsight, yeah, because PixInsight is very power hungry, and it's giving me a few errors already, like the red text. So maybe that's why. All right, cool. Thank you very much, all of you, to let me know about this. Okay, so now this is our final image almost. We have the starless wall. We have the galaxy with the stars back on it. So I think the stars look fine how they are. I mean, I already reduced their size, and I think the only thing missing I keep saying the S as th, because I'm not American, so I had to learn English, and every time I say S, it's like th, and it's terrible. But I have to open up the curves and take care one last time of the contrast. So curves is here. Okay, thanks, Willjack. I think it makes sense. It's all PixInsight then. Yeah, it's probably very late in Europe. I mean, this is a very quick chat. I think it's gonna be like under an hour. I think we're almost done. Yeah, hopefully, if you can learn from this processing workflow, which was very basic, by the way, that's good. Okay, let me just try to reduce the contrast, or increase the contrast. I guess you would say increase the contrast, right? If you make it more black. So I always make sure I don't go too dark, because I'm always afraid to make the background pitch black. I think this is somewhat okay. Okay, it's loading really quick. Okay, it's no longer loading, so just so you know, it's not a lag, it's my computer here, it's not loading. It's all gray, great. Let's try again. Okay, before and after. Okay. Yeah, I think I like it like that. Let's apply. Thanks, Astro Hunter. Take care. Oh, the background music. It's funny because I have the background music like set up in the live stream thing, but I can't even listen to it right now. I don't, like, for me it's all muted, so I can't even know which one it is. Would you recommend copyrighted songs for Astro? No, never. Don't ever try to use like Shakira or whatever on your YouTube videos. What we do is we pay monthly. We pay monthly. I think per year it's like I think per year it's like $259, and we have to pay a company. We use Epidemic Sounds, but there is also like other companies like that. There's a bunch of them, and they give you like a bunch of royalty-free music that are pretty good usually, and you can use them on your channel if you pay monthly. So we have no choice; we have to do that. What else is there besides Epidemic Sound? I think there is this famous one, the yellow one. What is it? I forgot the name. Okay, so I think this is the result, guys. I mean, I don't want to do too much, so it's a bit hardcore, I think, in the center here. So I might reprocess it before I send it to my friend. I'll see. but this was fun to process for sure. The issue is it's only 2 hours of exposure time, so of course I didn't expect much from the beginning. But yeah, I mean, this is not too bad. I think it's I think my only mistake was to do too much detail enhancement, but besides that I think it's fine. Oh yeah, Artlist, you're right. Hey Nico, how are you? I use a free music archive first, but now I use Epidemic Sound. Yeah, same for me. I used to use the free YouTube music thing, but it was very hard to find the right song. So Nico, I might send you a message very soon, which will be related to something cool. So hopefully you will receive it. Alright guys, so I hope this was, I guess, fun to watch. I don't know. It was just a chill live stream. And yeah, I think the result is cool. I think we still have some issue in the corner here, but I'll go into Lightroom and try to fix that. But yeah, I guess I will see you guys next time. You can expect a cool live stream in 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, in 2 weeks. There will be a cool live stream. And hopefully you can all join and have fun. So thank you all for joining, and I will now leave and hit the end stream button. Thanks, Nico. Yeah, it's a nice result, I think. Alright guys, I'll see you next time, and